Chapter 2: A Game and a Warning. Chameron was in 5th grade at PS 135 in East Flatbush. He was a capable student, the kind of kid teachers would say had so much potential, but his focus was easily pulled in other directions. Distractions, lack of effort, and an unwillingness to push himself left him performing below what everyone knew he was capable of. He had a cousin named Ray, 3 years older, who was more like a brother. Ray was the son of Shannon, Gwen's sister and grandmother Franny's daughter, and lived just a few blocks away. Every morning, they'd walk to school together, and every afternoon, they'd walk home. Ray was in 8th grade, Chameron in 5th, but their bond made the age gap invisible. They shared everything: an obsession with basketball, hip-hop, video games, sports, and fashion. Even on tight budgets, they always managed to stay fresh. Both had a natural gift for poetry, often trading verses as they walked. Ray was the kind of kid who had it all: charisma, intelligence, style, and talent. He was the most popular student in his grade and a rising basketball star. Teachers loved him, peers admired him, and Chameron adored him. Ray looked out for Chameron like an older brother should. One early October afternoon, after school, a group of boys invited them to play a quick pickup game at the park. Basketball season hadn't started yet, and everyone was itching to play. Chameron hesitated, thinking of what grandmother Franny always said in her thick Guyanese accent. "After school, come straight home. It's only trouble on them streets." Ray gave a grin and said, "We'll play just one game, then go straight home." Chameron nodded. One game couldn't hurt. They hit the park and put on a show. Ray was unstoppable, and Chameron was finally coming into his own on the court. It felt like one of the best games they'd ever played together. Afterward, hot and breathless, they walked to the corner store to grab drinks. They each bought a Top Pop and stood outside, cooling off. Suddenly, a group of boys ran out of the store, laughing and shouting, "We got 'em!" Before they could process what was happening, 2 NYPD cruisers screeched to a stop. The store owner was animatedly speaking with the officers. Chameron and Ray, now walking home, were approached by the cops, who immediately grabbed Ray. "Where are the goods?" one officer shouted, pushing Ray to the ground. Chameron froze, horrified. "He didn't do it! He didn't do it!" he screamed through tears. Ray, respectful and confused, tried to stay calm. "Officer, I don't have nothing. All I got was a Top Pop." He reached for his receipt to prove it. "Don't move!" the cops yelled, raising their weapons. "Hands where we can see them." "I have my receipt," Ray shouted, still on the ground. "It's in my pocket. Just let me show you." Then it happened. Bang. The sound shattered everything. Birds scattered, time stopped. For what felt like an eternity, there was only silence. Then, a scream. The most heart-wrenching, ear-piercing scream anyone on that block had ever heard. It was Chameron. Ray lay motionless. The officers looked at each other in disbelief. The taser hadn't fired. It was a bullet. One cop had meant to draw a stun gun. He didn't. People spilled from their homes. Pedestrians froze mid-step. The scene was no longer a quiet misunderstanding. It was chaos. "You killed that boy, for nothing," someone screamed. The cops tried to regain control, putting up yellow tape and shouting at everyone to back away. But the crowd was swelling, angry, devastated, and tired of seeing another black boy become a hashtag before his story could be fully written. Chameron stood in the middle of it all, screaming uncontrollably, the sticky Top Pop still in his trembling hand. His world had changed forever. Something inside him cracked, and something else awakened.